play this instrument, the cello, in the Houston Symphony. And the cello, I always like to describe it as kind of the big brother or sister of the violin. So it looks like a violin, obviously, but I can't, put it under my chin like that because it's too big. So also, it's kind of like the littler version of the bass too, the string bass. So that's basically what a cello sounds like, the range of the notes that we play on the cello. So one of my favorite things about playing the cello is getting to play music that's written by all sorts of different people. And we call these people that write music composers. So composers can write music about anything. And it can describe lots of different feelings or just things from their life. Like composers can write about their families, they can write about nature, they can write about love, which I know you guys probably are like, don't want to hear anything about that stuff, but you might someday. And a lot of composers write about that. So let's say you had a really good day at school and you got a really good grade on your test. Maybe you might write some music like this. Something like that, because it's happy music. It makes you feel the joy that you'd be feeling from getting a good grade. What if you were at lunch and your chocolate milk spilled and you didn't have enough money to buy more? You might, if you were a composer, write music kind of like this. To describe the sad feelings that you feel from the loss of your chocolate milk and your calcium for that day. But what about a piece like this? That piece of music is actually written by a composer named Smetana. And he's a guy who lived in what is now the Czech Republic a number of years ago. And he wanted to write about his homeland. And specifically, his homeland is the nature about it. And there was this incredible river there called the Moldau. So he decided to write a piece of music describing that. So it has his feelings about the river mixed in with actual river music. So when he was composing this, he used smooth bows. It had instruments, I say bows for this, but he had all the instruments play smoothly to represent the flowing water. And then, as the river gets choppier, he would change it up to choppier sorts of sounds. So it's almost like you're hearing what you would be seeing in a river, which is pretty cool. And actually a lot of composers do this. So the way he writes it, I can't do it on the cello by myself, so I'm going to play a little bit of the recording for you so you can just hear a little bit about how the river starts from very small. Very quiet. Just like how a real river starts off as just a little creek, and then it grows and grows, skipping ahead a little bit. The river's getting a little bit bigger. And do you hear how smooth all the notes are? Instead of that would give us a different feeling. Ooh, here come the cellos, isn't that cool? See, that's what I just played. That's like the theme music of the river. So when Smetana, he'll use that theme all throughout the piece. And the whole piece is actually 14 minutes long. So when you come to the concert, you'll get to hear most of that. But what's most important for me is listening for the different sounds of the river within the piece. Because as the river goes to different areas of the country, different things happen. Like there's a wedding that happens, there's a midnight dance, there's some hunting, all sorts of different stuff. And finally, the river ends at a castle. And the music, instead of being quiet like it was at the beginning, the river's at its biggest. And it's huge river. And you can kind of hear in the background all the smooth and crazy waves that are happening within the parts, the string parts, like the cello parts. So basically, I know it's a long piece and we don't have a ton of time on the video, but it's a really incredible piece of music, and I'm so excited for you to try and listen to hear the different ways that Smetana, the composer, used the musical instruments in the orchestra to create the sound of water. And then thinking about how the river, when it starts up here in this part of the country and travels all the way to this part, how much it changes. And see if you can hear the changes in the music that Smetana sees when he's looking at the river, that he cares very much about, because it's, you know, like his favorite river. It would be like if in Houston we wrote one about a bayou or something, because it's something that we know and is important to us. So, I'm so excited about this concert. I can't wait to see all of you guys, and you'll see me and my other community-embedded musician colleagues on the stage, and we will be saying hi and waving at all of you. So, can't wait to see you at the concert, and I hope you enjoy the Smetana piece. Thanks.